Sometimes my heart reminds my head why I am so committed to this work. You just saw a representation of a real person, a real day in their real life. And I want you to take just one tiny second and imagine what it's like to go home and tell your wife that you got fired because she sent you flowers on Valentine's Day. It's not right, and yet it's real. It's happening across our state, it's happening in our communities. This story demonstrates just how profoundly important policy is. Policy is not just words on paper. Policy is about changing lives. If the policy's in place, the discrimination is not legal and we can stop it. You and I, all of us together tonight, we are so close to achieving inclusive employment and housing protections. Inclusive employment and housing protections. And at the end of the day, isn't that what this is really all about? Inclusion? People, our people, have been locked out. They've been left out, and they have been shut out of all kinds of things. Insurance, retirement benefits, adoption rights, employment and housing protections, bullying protections, marriage, simply because of their orientation and their identity. Can I get you to raise the house lights, please? I want you to look across your tables. I want you to look at the faces of the people who are here with you tonight, and I want you to ask yourself, who here deserves to be included, and who deserves to be left out? Think about this state. Think about people in our communities. Who in our communities deserve to be included and who deserve to be left out? People are facing discrimination based on their very real identities, including their orientation and identity, including their race and economic status, including their immigration and carrier status. And we have to remember this movement is not just a movement for LGBT movements. This is our community movement, and this is a movement for equality and justice for all of us. That's right. We should all be included. And together, we have done some great work over the last 11 years. And today, over 1 million people in our state have basic protections, but you know what? There are still over 1 million who are left out. And we have to change that. This is not the year that we come together and give each other support and talk about hope for progress. It's not that year. This is the year that we roll up our sleeves and we get it done. That's right. It's time. It's time. So we have a plan at Equality Utah, and we are ready to launch a comprehensive campaign, very much like the campaign Equality Utah led against the constitutional marriage ban in 2004. And we know that to move our state legislature, we need to connect with many, many more people and tell their stories. And our 5 staff, well, amazing, it's just simply not enough. So in the next 6 months, we have a plan to double our staff, to put people on the ground full-time in Utah County and Weber County and Davis County and your counties. We need to organize massive phone banks, for postcard campaigns, door-to-door campaigns, knock-in walks. We've got to get out there, people. We've got to tell our stories. And we're also going to flood the media with our stories with this sophisticated media campaign. So I want you to take a moment and imagine an excerpt of what you just saw in the commercial break of Ellen, right? People need to hear our stories. We know that we have to do this because we know that when people hear our stories, they stand with us. And for us to get these stories into the hearts of a majority of Utahns, you know why I'm here. I'm asking you to stand with me right now. I'm asking you to say yes. Yes, yes to being a part of history, yes to full equality, and yes to our future. I'm asking you right now to reach into your table, grab a donation envelope, and become a member of Equality Utah. Tonight, you start your Capital Club membership. For $100, you can become a part of our core support system. We cannot fall into the trap that someone somewhere else will solve the problem. There isn't anyone else. There's just you and me and Donna. It's just us. And you know what? We're going to do this together. I know this plan is ambitious to double the staff, to move forward, but I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you to help us get over that edge. I'm asking you to shoulder a small part of this because that's what it's going to take. We're going to have to knock hundreds of doors. We're going to have to make thousands of phone calls. That's right. Thank you. And we're going to have to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's no community that can organize like this one because we care, because we know that this is where the rubber meets the road. And it's not a matter of if or when, it's a matter of how we're going to get this done. So right now, I'm asking you to stand with me. I'm asking you to stand for me, for all the things about me. And I'm asking you to stand for all of us. Please make a donation.